All right, meanwhile, moments ago, the Labor Department released both the monthly unemployment rate and the latest weekly jobless numbers. And joining us from the Stock Exchange, Nicole Petalides with, is it good news or bad news?
Well, it's ultimately good news. You want to see jobs added, and we're getting good news, Steve, Elizabeth, and Clayton. And so let's first give the unemployment rate, 6.1%. So that's great news, right? Getting closer and closer to the five handle, which really would be good news. The labor force participation rate, though, still basically that's detrimental. We haven't seen people getting into the workforce. You still continue to see people sitting out because they are fed up for looking for work. So the numbers are 6.1% is the unemployment rate. That is almost a 6-year low since September of 2008. As far as jobs added, non-farm payroll jobs added, 288,000 versus the estimates of 215,000. A lot of people were surprised by this number. So you have many months here where you're above the 200 mark, and that is good news. Then you have the weekly jobless claims. Get your pen and paper out. It's too many numbers, right? 315,000 weekly jobless claims. That number, you want it to be really low. You don't want people going into the offices and filing claims that they need unemployment and that they're out of a job. So that came in at 315 versus the estimates of 313. The big picture here is that the Labor Department and the jobs that we've been seeing have been going in the right direction, though people aren't necessarily getting the jobs they want. They're not getting paid what they want, but they're, so far so good.
Well, and then goods and services continue to go up as well, and then we're also seeing, of course, rising gas prices. So gas also, Nicole, hitting a pretty darn high for the first time in a number of years, right?
No doubt, Clayton, and that's what we're seeing. June traditionally, the AAA actually estimated that in June we would see a price drop of an average of 21 cents over the last 3 years, but that didn't happen. That's because the refiners actually complete their maintenance and then they produce more gas based on what they expect for demand. In this case, we've obviously seen tensions abroad, in Iraq in particular. That has pushed oil up, and so right now we have the average here at 367. Not good news there. And so as people are going to be driving over 50 miles most likely this weekend, you have 35, let's see, how many million of Americans? 35 million Americans are going to be driving more than 50 miles this weekend. So you're going to be paying a pretty penny for gasoline. So that's been on the rise as we go into this July 4th holiday. And have a great holiday. I know you're going to need to pay a little extra for that gas, but have a good one.
All right. Nicole Petalides down at Broad and Wall in South Manhattan. Thank you.